Shalom Israel. Before I start, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Baharaka Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles in Israel, the willing teacher, the Akims and Iwas and Bywers, and those pushing videos in truth and sincerity, to the brothers and sisters in the truth. Now, this is going to be, well, I'm not expecting it to be anything long, but a video came up on my feed. Now, this video goes back 2 years, or 3 years now. It says 2018. It was back 3 years, and it was put up by GMS Germany sit downs. So what I want to do, I want to play about 4 minutes of this clip. The clip is 35 minutes long, so I'm going to put the link in the description so you can watch the whole video if you want. But it's just 4 minutes of it I want to address, where this woman here speaks. She identifies herself as Eden, so I will take it as that. But yeah, like I said, I want to address something she says, hence the title. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's like let the screen expand.
Shalom, my Israelite and Edomite families out there. Sorry I haven't been on. I've been sick, and I have also been going through a lot in my mind, just trying to figure out stuff in my mind. But I am coming to you guys today. Again, as always, I'm going to always state this in my videos that who the real Israelites are. And you guys already know from previous videos of mine. It is the black people of this world, all across this world. Some say the Mexicans and the Native Americans. I'm not too sure about the Mexicans, but the Native Americans could probably be on that list too from some of the stuff that I do know. I'm not gonna say it for sure, but the one thing I'm gonna say for sure.
Just to clarify, it's not all black people, so-called black people, that are Israelites, but I'm sure we understand what she's saying. And the Mexicans, Native American Indians, they are also Israelites, based upon the prophecies and history.
Is the black people of Israel. They're the true Hebrew Israelites and the chosen people of the Most High. But I wanted to come to you guys today because I've come to realize something, and that is that as being my Gentile, I am not only here to open the minds of Israel. That is one of my main purposes, yes. But I am also here to try to open the minds of my Edomite family as well. And to make them understand what has really happened in this world, how deceived everybody really is, and how, let's just say, messed up our forefathers is. I've been thinking about this a lot in the last couple of weeks. And I have been going through a lot in my mind about this in the last couple of weeks. And I've been trying to balance it out and trying to figure out, like, where my mind stands and how I am to put forth the Most High's word out there, and how I am to be a servant out here in this world and trying to get not just it is my Israelite family, but my Edomite family as well, to understand what's really going on in this world and what's, like, for real, the real order of how this world is supposed to be. And I don't think some people, even the people in the truth, understand what I'm saying, because sometimes I ain't gonna lie, sometimes my mind can't even understand it, can't comprehend it sometimes. And I always be asking the Most High, why? You know what I'm saying? Why why were the Israelites treated the way they are? I even told you guys that in the previous video. Why I used to always ask why they get treated like that, and that's still, well, that isn't the question much anymore because now I know why. But my next why is Why do I have to be Edom?
And that's just the bit that I want to address. She said, why does she have to be Edom? Now, why does anyone have to be who they are? This is Isaiah 46:10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand. Is my point. I will do all my pleasure. So the reason why we are who we are, because that was the Most High's will. Yeah, that was His pleasure to make us who we are. Now, those of us that are Israel, we can be honored. I know I am, that He decided to make me who I was. He could have made me someone of these, any one of these other nations, but He didn't. He decided to make me an Israelite, and for that I am honored. But that was His own pleasure. That's what He decided. That's what He wanted to do. It's not up to us to be questioning the Most High, say why, why am I who I am? This is Romans 9:20. It says, nay, but, O man, who art thou that replies against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? And this is what she's doing. She's asking, why did you make me like this? It was the Most High's will. It says, as not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. Basically, like if you're making something and someone else comes and says, oh, that's good, and you say, well, you know what, I'm going to throw it away anyway. They can't tell you not to throw it away. It's your choice. It's your decision. You made it and you're able to do what you want with it. And it's the same with us. The Most High made us, and it was His own will, His own pleasure to make us who we are, of whatever nation we are in. And this is what she's doing. She's questioning the Most High to say, well, why? Well, the answer is right here. It's His pleasure. He can do what He wants. Romans 8. Okay, Romans 8, verse 30 says, moreover, whom He did predestinate, them He also called. And whom He called, them He also justified. And whom He justified, them He also glorified. So okay. Let me start 29. Romans 8:29. For whom He did foreknow, He also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of His Son, that He might be the firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, verse 30, whom He did predestinate, them He also called, and whom He called, them He also justified, and whom He justified, them He also glorified. So basically, we are who we are, and that was decided from the beginning of time. It says, there's people that's been predestined. Everyone has a predestined lot. Yeah, and that was done from before time. Now, when we look at this word predestinate, the destined fate or determined beforehand. So even before we came into being, who we were going to be of what nation was determined beforehand. It says here, to foreordain to an earthly or eternal lot or destiny by divine decree. And this is what the Most High has done. He's decided, well, I'm going to make this clay be of this nation, that clay be of that nation. And all of this was done beforehand. This is why we are who we are. And like I said, being an Israelite, that's something I'm grateful for the Most High for doing. This is why I don't want to disrespect the fact that He's made me who I am, or I should say take for granted the fact that He's made me who I am, because He could have made me of someone of another nation, especially of Edom, or a Canaanite. This is Jeremiah 1:4. Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So people have been determined, their lot have been determined before it was even in the womb. Yeah, from the beginning of creation, our lot was determined who we were going to be, of what nation. So, the question that she was asking, let me quickly go back to that. Drop it back a bit.
always be asking the Most High, why? You know what I'm saying? Why why were the Israelites treated the way they were? I even told you guys that in the previous video. Why I used to always ask why they get treated like that, and that's still that isn't the question much anymore because now I know why. But my next why is why do I have to be Edom?
And with that, I'm going to close out. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Bahara Kakadash, Kwame Sha'ala.